I'm Kayla at the North Liberty Library, and today we're going to be learning how to make touchscreen gloves, which is our Teen and Tween kit for January. So, to get started, you'll obviously need a pair of gloves. If you got the kit, you'll get a pair included in your kit. You can also use any of your personal gloves that you would like, in case you want to make those touchscreen usable. You'll also get a needle with a large eye and a length of conductive thread. And this is the most important part. Not any old thread is going to work. You will need it to be conductive. Not included in your kit, you will need a pair of scissors to cut the thread, and any finger-like object. So a marker or a pen, possibly a popsicle stick, will also work. And you should also have an instruction sheet. So let's get started. Okay. So the first thing you're going to need to do is thread your needle. So you take your needle and you're just going to take the very end of your thread. Normally I would say to wet the edge of the thread, but you can't really do that with conductive thread. So if you want to cut off the edge of it, that might make it easier. Otherwise, you're just going to want to thread it through the eye of the needle and pull it. Possibly. Come on. Mine is not behaving nicely. Even I have trouble sometimes. There we go. So you're going to thread it all the way to the end of your thread. So find the two edges of your thread and put them together. And then pull it so it's even. Like so. And then you're going to take the two edges of your thread and tie it together to make a knot, so that when you are going to want to leave a little bit of a tail in your thread, because we're going to be making messy stitches. We're not going for perfect, beautiful stitches here today. We're going for messy stitches, because that will make the thread touch your hands more and make them connect more. So my needle is threaded, so it won't fall off. And then you're going to find out what parts of your fingers touch your screen. It's going to be a little harder for me because my phone is currently being used. But if you put your gloves on and you hold your phone and you see what parts of your fingers touch your phone. Usually it's the inside edge of your thumb right here where you're tapping the screen to like text and stuff, and the tip of your index finger. At least that's what I use. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to start with my index finger. I think that's the only one I'm going to do today to show you how to do it. So I just put my finger-like object inside that part of my glove, so I can still see the shape of it. The main reason you're doing this is so you don't sew the two edges of the glove together. And then you're going to do a couple stitches. So you're going to start, because your knot is on the inside, so you're going to go inside your glove. Come on. Up to the top of your glove. It's not the easiest to start, but once you get past that part, it'll be easier. And be careful not to poke yourself, as I just did. And, oh, you can see what I'm doing. You're going to come right up to there and pull. Come on. And pull your needle through all the way up. Okay, so I have that top part done. And you're going to go, so you pulled it from the inside to the outside. Then you're going to go up at the top and thread it back down and pull it through. And you have your first stitch. And you're just going to do the exact same time about 3 to 5 times. So you're going to start at the top of your finger and push your needle down to the bottom and pull it through. And again, don't know if you can see this, from the top to the bottom. And so at this point I have 3 stitches. So at this point I would put my gloves back on and test it against my screen to see if it worked. Don't have a touch screen on me, that was an error on my part. I'm going to make one more and then we'll show you how to cast off. So, and you want to make sure, because we're doing a double loop, that our strands don't get all twisted. There we go. So then we have a mark right there on our finger. And so then all you're going to do is loop underneath your stitches and loop your stitch through the big bubble that your stitches created, and you're going to cast off. So you're going to pull that tight. I'm going to do that one more time to make sure that it stays. You don't have to. I'm just basically double knotting it. And pull it through. And this, oh no. And see, I told you not to let it bubble, and I just did. This thread does not tie very well, so you just have to keep that in mind. And as long as you know where all of your strands are, to make sure that they don't get all twisted together, you're able to fix most of your problems, which is what I'm doing right now. Even grown-ups make mistakes. There we go. Okay. So what I'm doing now is I'm threading my needle back down the inside of my glove, kind of how we started. Again, please be careful to make sure you don't poke your finger. And I am turning my glove inside out. Let's try that again. Threading it inside your glove, pulling your needle all the way out. There we go. So my needle is not out of my glove. And then I'm going to turn the glove inside out. And you really only need the one finger that all of your strands are in to be inside out. It's right there. And a fun tip is if you use that finger-like object to push that through, it works a little bit better. There we go. So now you can see your messy stitches. There we go. That's beautiful. You can kind of just make sure that all of your strands look okay and take this one right here to tie that knot all the way down. You can't see what I'm doing again. And then once that is there, you're going to cut it off. And then you can turn your glove back inside out. And you have one finger done. And so you can do as many fingers as you want. Make sure you're testing it on your screen to make sure that you have enough stitches. You can always start with less and add more. Make sure that you wait until after you tie your knots in and cut your thread. And so then you should feel the thread against your finger right here. That's going to conduct it into this patch right here. Okay, so once you have all of the fingers that you use to use your phone, or that you want to, I suppose, tied off and cast off, you're done. The end of your thread should both be cut, so you can just pull your needle off of your thread and keep those in safe places for if you need them again. And there you go, your own pair of touchscreen gloves that you can use when it's cold outside to still be on your phone. So now that you're done, feel free to share your results with us on Instagram and Snapchat. It's at NLCL_teens for Instagram and NLCL on Snapchat. You can also feel free to follow us. You can keep updated with all the cool things we're doing. On this sheet that I keep looking at is a list of book recommendations that you can check out if you're interested, or any other books are still available for checkout at the library. You can give us a call at 319-626-5701 or email us at North Liberty Library Services with an S at the end @gmail.com. And that is all I have, so thank you so much for watching this video and have a good rest of your day. Bye!